Yo, bro. This lady went in. I wasn't even gonna react to it because I don't have a visual for y'all. But the wise people, please listen, pay attention. This lady is holding women accountable. Like, yo, she went in. I was listening to this earlier while I was at work. But yo, just check it out.
Yeah. Let me let Paris get in. Go ahead, Paris.
Hey guys, I'm sorry, family. I ain't no been to y'all on purpose, but good evening. And let me just say, as a educated black woman, let me go ahead and weaponize my education because y'all gave so much misinformation, baby. First and foremost, black women are not the most educated. We are the most enrolled, and even then, black men who you would deem qualified with a degree, they still graduate at a higher graduation rate than black women. You know how I know that? Because I'm an educated black woman. Secondly, as far as you guys are talking about like building with a man or struggle of or this, that, and the third, let me just go ahead and say there is not one ethnicity of women who do not work. The only people who made that up is black women, thinking that other generations of women and other ethnicities of women do not work. Black women have always worked, and the willpower to work came with us in adopting the feminism mindset. So, of course, we have to own that. If you don't want to work today, you will be considered a privileged woman because today in this economy, it takes three incomes to make a household substantiate. You need at minimum $85,000 at minimum. Even black.
That's a narrative that's pushed like all educated I mean women are more educated than black men. That shit is false. The only reason why it's like that is because it's a lot of black men incarcerated. Like she dropping gems, bro. I'm telling you. And it's, to harp on the second thing, our women always did work. Just look at like in slavery and all that. Yo, it was one woman who took care of like 10 kids. Like back then, back in the days, bro, people was having like 14, 17 kids, bro. Not this little this little three kid thing, bro. This is facts. Listen.
Black women on the highest totem pole by your own ownings, you are still
Let's bring
down
it back.
a
Let's bring it back a
household
little bit.
substantiate. You need at minimum $85,000 at minimum. Even black women on the highest totem pole by your own ownings, you are still down over $25,000. Furthermore, when you're talking about divesting, let me make this very clear for you. Do what you want to do, but if you have to divest at the expense of being pro black woman to be anti black man, then you're really not divesting for the right reasons. And let me tell you something, trying to raise children with other ethnicities, especially specifically white male men, white men are 1,000 times more likely to assault your children than black men. So your child is actually safer around black men than they would be around white men. Also, when we talk about the dangers in the community, there is not a disparaging gap between black people and our violence rates as opposed to other people. But where you find poverty, that's where you will find violence. So if it's not your experience, please stop weaponizing the femicide rate in order to justify your ad hominem attacks and your red herring arguments because they do not affiliate in this type of conversation, especially when you're not coming with volume.
Hey, look, she knows she getting it too. Hey, look. When you know somebody spitting, bro, bro, you just your spirit just resonate with it. Like, yo, she is spitting facts, bro. Like this little divesting thing. She said somebody like if a female is dating somebody of another nation, they're more likely to hurt your child than someone that's identified as the same with that guy. Like, man, yo, men and women got to get to bro. We got to stick with each other, man. We doing too much out here, man.
Valuable solutions in order to make your argument justifiable because all you do is do a disservice to the victims. Furthermore, if we're also talking about other things such as this 50-50, let me tell you something, baby.
It looked like she's scrolling on her damn phone. Like, hey, yo, another thing. When somebody's spitting truth, somebody's spitting some facts, you could tell who don't want to hear it and who do want to hear it. Like you let somebody know some truth, and they just scrolling on their phone. Like you could just see it. Like,
baby, I promise you, it makes more sense to pay 50-50 on a bill than it does to just pay the whole damn bill. I promise you, if I can get 50% of my rent back, I'd take it. But when you guys are talking about having to build with a man or having to struggle with them, and you're specifically downing black men, again, in order to be pro-black woman, you should not be anti-black men, because that's internalized self-hatred. At that point, you are projecting. And then when you're saying things like, oh, well, I got to build him up, I have to work with him. I don't know if you guys know, they still make more than us. And when you're talking about qualified black men, whether you're talking about queer men, LGBTQ affiliated men, or you're talking about regular, everyday, heterosexual, cisgender men, whatever you want to call them, at the end of the day, when you put us beside them, the only thing that they don't have that we have is in regards to the suicide rate, because they have the highest suicide, they have the highest genocide, they have the highest unemployment, and that is due to mass incarceration. It's not due to some form of oppression between black women and black men. So when you guys bring up this patriarchy,
that's it right there. The reason why they're more educated than us is not because we don't have the brain power to get these accolades. It's because there's a mass incarceration and mass the suicide rate is high with amongst the men. That's the reason why, because there's a big absence that they're comparing the women to.
One thing for sure,
I ain't even know that.
You're saying a man should provide for me. You're adopting patriarchy. You want the same patriarchy you're having an issue with. So that's kind of like, you're contradicting yourself. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand when you guys are making all these points, but let me tell you something. There is not one white woman who is going to bow down and let you just take her white man so you could take the throne as a black woman. It's never been a thing. It will never be a thing. And where all your ideologies in regards to black people, again, as educated black woman, let me tell you, you are dead the fuck wrong.
Bro, there you have it, bro. She was spitting, bro. She was spitting. Don't think like, the Bible says we have looked to a nation that cannot save us. Instead of looking at each other, we keep looking at these people, those people, that people. No, what's our original structure? How does our original family structure works? We work with each other. All this trying to be like this. Oh, I'm going to fly to Dubai. I'm going to be like Paris Hilton. I'm going to be like the celebrities. And that wasn't our custom. We didn't rock like that. Like, stop trying to be like these other people, man. Trying to mingle with everybody else. And it's not even a racist thing. It's because it's impossible for me to be racist. But, it's about building, man. It's about building our nation back. Because we've been destroyed. For real. But yeah, y'all check it out. I'm going to leave it link in the description. It's the Lapeef Show. Bro, she was spitting some facts. And she was spitting facts too. I ain't going to lie. But I just like the way the one we just heard. I like the way she brought it out. But yeah, y'all check it out. Big Kid signing out. I had to hit y'all with that, bro. I had to, man. I'm signing out, though.